Hey everyone, this is Richard and Sam with Backcountry Life, and today we're talking about the 5 things we hate or dislike the most about our KTM Freeride E-XC. So stay tuned.
All right, welcome back everyone. Before we tell you what are 5 things that we hate about this bike or don't like, we want to know in the comments below. So while you're watching this video, comment below of what you think you're not going to like about this bike, and we'll see if it matches up. All right, so now that you guys went down and commented in the comments below about what you hate about this bike, we're going to give you the 5 that we hate. And the number 5 is that I think that KTM missed the mark when it came to the frame size and what bike they put this electric motor in. And the reason for that, this is a weird hybrid model between the trials bike and a full enduro bike like the Freeride is, and it's just not a very popular model. We wish they would have put it in a full-size bike.
And then why that's number 5 is because they can fix that.
That's
in future bikes.
That's not a problem.
So they can fix that, but for this bike specifically, that is a problem.
Yeah.
Number 4 is the brake. So you don't have a foot brake, and it's not a huge deal, but when you've been riding dirt bikes, you know, Sam has way more experience than I do, but even me with my little experience, I keep reaching for the foot brake and miss it. And I'm like, I can't stop.
Almost died looking for the back brake.
Yep, no back brake.
I was like, oh shit.
So that's annoying, and it would be easy to fix. And so it's annoying that why not? Why not have a foot brake?
Yeah, and if you're used to mountain bikes or you have your left hand brake up on the handlebars, it's not gonna be a big deal to you. But for me, I don't like it, so that's on the hate list. And number 3, I did 5. And number 3 is the clutch. Having no clutch is not good. So not being able to modulate the power when you need the power is a swing and a miss.
But like that, I wasn't ready for that. So like where my big bike, you can pull in the clutch and dump it half throttle and get the front end up.
I actually think there are other electric bikes out there that actually do have the ability to modulate the power like a clutch. So can it be done? I think it can. But for guys that have been riding bikes for a very long time and having no clutch, especially riding on situations of hard enduro, they're gonna want that clutch because it does have really good power. So it's kind of just, it'll light up that rear tire, and you want to be able to modulate that power.
So the second thing that we hate the most about this bike is charging it. So we had quite an issue trying to charge it because you can't just plug it into your wall. You have to have a, what kind of outlet?
So it doesn't take standard 110, it takes 220.
Yeah, so you have to plug it into a 220, so that's like your dryer. So you have to take the battery out, take it upstairs. Like when you're out camping, you can't charge it with your generators unless you have, I mean, maybe you can, but you don't have the right hookups. And even out of the box, we didn't have the right hookups to charge it just with here in the United States with our 220 power outlet that our dryer hooks into. We had to go figure out, and it took quite a bit of effort to figure that out. And I think that that's unnecessary, and KTM could have done a better job at just either providing the cable or figuring something else out, because that was not good.
For $11,500 bike, they could have given us the right cable. We found one on Amazon, links in the description for those that you know, want to go see what cable that is to be able to charge it here in the States. But we know that other electric dirt bike manufacturers have been able to charge them just fine. So give us a 110, even if it takes longer to charge, or at least give us the right cable to charge 220 here in the States. All right, the number 1 thing that we hate about the KTM Freeride E-XC is the runtime. The runtime is an hour and a half on full power, so on mode 3. And for guys like us that live out in, you know, in the western United States where we have a lot of terrain, and typically our rides are all day, with a standard gasoline or an ice type powered dirt bike, you can come back and fill up at any time. There's no charging, no anything, right? So having a 1 hour and a half runtime is fun, but it isn't long enough. We need something in the 3 to 4 hour range.
And some people say, well, you can just switch out the battery. But the problem is, it's like you still have to go back to camp. You're not carrying that battery in your backpack.
They
It's
are
heavy.
very heavy, very heavy. And a new battery costs $3,500. So it's not like it's a cheap, cheap option to be able to do it. Now, you could maybe build your own battery and get it for, $1,200-1,500. I've heard of guys doing that. But the runtime just isn't there. Now, do we think the runtime's going to get better? Yeah, it has shown within the car industry, the auto industry, that that's happened. So it will get better. So yeah, that's the number one thing we hate about this dirt bike.
So a bonus thing that we don't like about the dirt bike that's kind of funny is you never know when it's on or off. And so,
bonus hate.
And so earlier today, I'm always so nervous about grabbing the throttle because it's like the bike doesn't make noise when it's on. And so it could be on, you grab the throttle and then it doesn't kill. Like if you crash, the bike, a big bike typically, or a gas bike will usually kill, or you think, oh, it's still, the motor's still going. But I forget that and you grab the throttle and actually twist it. And
you get whiskey throttle.
Yeah.
And the other thing is you'll be sitting there and you forget the bike's on and then you go, turn it on and it isn't on, so it puts itself to sleep randomly.
The opposite side of that.
So I mean, that's just something to get used to that we're not used to because we're used to hearing the sounds of the motor.
Thanks for watching. Let us know what you hate about this bike. Did we get it wrong? Is there something we're missing, or did we get it in the wrong order? Please let us know. Also, for all you haters out there, we're giving this bike to one of you. So if you hate this bike, or if you want this bike to hate on it more, whatever, I don't even care what you do with it. You want to go blow it up, we are giving this bike away, and how you get entered in to win is you go to our website, backcountrymountainmtnlife.com, and every $5 you spend on our website with gear and stuff, you get an entry to win this bike. And so we're excited to give it to one of you guys. It is a cool bike. There's lots of things we do like about it, and so stay tuned for that.
Yeah, and we also have a video that we'll link to either in the description or a pop-up here that tells you the things that we love about this bike for those that haven't seen that video. All right, guys, thanks for watching. As always, don't forget to hit the subscription button, like, and share the video, and we'll catch you outdoors next time.